Hung-Soo.
Hung-Soo, sir.
Hung-Soo, Sammy.
Hung-Soo.
Hung-Soo, Zach.
Hung-Soo, Zach. Hung-Soo, Ed. Hung-Soo, Quinn.
Hung-Soo, sir.
Hung-Soo, Braden. Mr. Z's got his. Oh, I like that. It's kind of psychedelic. Cool. There we go.
There's Jeff. Hung-Soo, Jeff.
And Hung-Soo Morgan.
Hung-Soo.
Hung-Soo Jeffrey and Mr. West. We got you, Jeff. I think the audio's on.
Barnes?
Hung-Soo.
Hung-Soo, Jeff.
Hung-Soo.
We can
Oh my
see
God, it
Zach
works.
Ward.
It works.
Zach, you've grown so big.
You actually don't look as good as you did.
Conklin, how are you?
Pastor Barnes, you are recording too.
Right now. Say it again, Zach.
Fairness, sir.
Correct. Does anybody besides Quinn Fowler and me know the definition? Zach Ward, give it to me.
An equal distribution of rewards and benefits and punishments and penalties between all involved parties, sir.
Yes, and I would put or as in it can be a reward and benefit or penalties and punishments. If you're both rewarded and punished at the same time, that's kind of a net zero game. We've been talking about about fairness in relation to luck. What do the two have to do with each other? Anybody?
Don't.
Oh, they absolutely do. I'm not saying that they're connected, but the fact is, in the end, luck is generally when you get something you didn't expect to get or didn't earn. Good luck is. Bad luck is when you don't get something that you do expect or feel like you've earned, right? So is luck a good thing or a bad thing?
Depends, sir.
I actually think it's a bad thing all the time, right? Because if I had good luck, it just means that I got something I didn't deserve and there was something I probably should have done that I didn't. And if I had bad luck, obviously I come out on the bottom. And what can replace luck? What can you use to get rid of luck in your life? Sammy.
Hard work, sir.
Hard work. It's exactly right.
Not doing
The harder
anything.
you work, the luckier you get. The harder you work, the more control you take over your outcomes and the less you have to worry about being lucky, right? So how many of the people who have ever won a lottery worked hard to win it? And by the way, standing at a machine and paying for 300 tickets doesn't count as hard work for me, right? Okay. So, and it's funny because anybody who gambles, particularly in certain games, knows that odds are different. That's not luck. That's math, right? So don't throw gambling at me. But I guess the point is that what we're trying to teach you guys is that if you ever, a sporting event is the easiest or a karate tournament is the easiest. If you're head and shoulders above everybody else you're competing against, you're going to win. And you're going to win 95% of the time. Because you take a judge's or referees and umpires' ability to mess the game out of their hands, right? Making mistakes. They're all going to make mistakes, and we know that. But if you generate tons and tons and tons of positive chances, you're going to win, right? It's like in a sparring situation. If you're sparring and you throw 10 techniques and your opponent throws 50, who's more likely to win? Your opponent. No, 50 techniques generally. It's just true. It's just law of averages, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to capture the screen. I'm going to take it back from you guys. And what I'd like to do is say congratulations. I've got this right in my hands. First of all, I forgot to congratulate Ms. Zelvin, who got her third recertification. Zach hasn't gotten his yet.
Oh, I thought he did.
Nope. Ms. Zelvin came and did hers, but Zach Ward has not been yet. I'd also like to congratulate Solomon Kerner, who earned his brown belt, and Morgan Josie, who earned a red belt, and that was from an earlier March test. And the fact that you guys have been here and I've seen your faces, for the most part, the same people over and over and over again, committed, working hard, coming to these classes. I know they're not ideal. We can't customize them the way we normally would for you guys. And, you know, again, just being here and trying if you try a technique and you don't get it right, there's no reason in the world to be down on yourself, because the fact that you're trying is what matters the most, and particularly trying in these current circumstances. Okay, and the last one is Chase Alfano, who earned his advanced green belt. And that's a big deal because Chase came with a green belt from another school. Okay, so I'm going to mute you all because you all chatter too much. And get rid of that and make sure my camera's where I want it. Good, okay. So everybody, I don't need these. I can see you fine. Everybody face here. Right? You bow. Good, you mean. Okay, we're gonna do a different sort of jumping jack. What we're gonna do, we're gonna start with our feet together. We're gonna go low enough to touch the ground and then come up, and then we're gonna touch the ground and come up like that, okay? So we're switching hands each time. We're doing 30 of them, 3-0, okay? So stand with me, and again, the idea I'm gonna show you. This is not what I mean by touch the ground. What I mean is lower your butt. So if you keep your arm hanging like this and you lower your butt until it hits the ground, that's what I'm talking about. If you bend, right, it's no good. It was all the way up. Okay, so from here, starting with the feet together, 30 times. Ready, down, 1, down, 2, down, 3, eyes on me, down, 4, look at me the whole time, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, 10, down, 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, 20, down, 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, 30. Good. Okay, shake your wrists. Shake, shake, shake. Good, okay. What we're gonna do next, I'm gonna stand closer. I'm gonna lace my fingers together like this, right? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like this. So see, I take my hands, turn them till my pinkies are facing you and lace it like this. So it looks like this. I'm gonna rotate up and over, push it out as far as I can. Some of you will straighten your arms and then bring it back. In and back 2, in and back 3. Now look, this hand was on top, right? So I went from here, this hand on top, right? And I'm gonna go here with the other hand on top, right? So like if I do this, right? This pinky on the bottom, I'm gonna switch it. So from here, same thing, one more time. I gotta get it right. From here, up, 1, up, 2, up, 3. Good. Okay, now arm across, right? Keep it straight. Remember, this is my elbow, above my elbow, pulling it across like this. Move it up a little bit, a little higher. Move it down a little bit. Now I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to put it behind my back. I'm going to grab my elbow and I'm going to try and push my hand straight down my back like that. And now I'm going to step back. And from here, I'm going to bend this way just a little. Good. Switch this hand across, this arm across this time. Good. And just relax and breathe. Raise it up a little bit, up under my chin, pushing it up a little. Let it come down. Good. Now again, from here, arm up, grab the elbow behind my head and pull it back down. Good. Okay, from here, I want you to get in a lunge position like this. You notice my back heel's not off the ground, okay? So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our fingers, index finger, and push it straight up. Pushing that back heel back, straightening that back leg the whole time, maintaining balance. Good, put your arms out and twist to me. Twist, keep pushing. push.
Luke, you gotta bend your knee.
This knee has to be bent. If I'm doing this, this isn't helping. Okay, now from here, but that's where we're going with this. From here, and I'll turn to face you. Actually, I won't. I'm gonna pull, so I was here. I'm gonna pull this foot back, turn this foot. So my feet are gonna be much closer together. You see like this, my legs. And I'm gonna turn, so small step. I'm gonna turn until the inside of my legs touches here, right? So I turn and I slide down this leg. Some of you will be able to grab your ankle, get your chest to your leg, hamstring stretch here. But again, remember, this back leg, I'm turning it in, almost like this shoulder is getting closer to the ground than the other one. Good, okay, I'm gonna face you now. Switch, and again, we're back to our lunge position. Actually, I'm not going to, like that. I'm gonna turn this way, okay? So again, it's not front stance wide, it's narrow, like that. From here, again, fingers together, pushing up. And again, I'm simultaneously trying to push my hands and my finger towards the ceiling, push my back heel down, and push my front knee forward, so it's all happening together. As I get looser, I can step back farther. Breathing the whole time. Good, hands out, turn to me, and I'm not gonna hold this position. See, I'm pushing my heel back, and then I'm trying to turn even more. Turn. Good, now walking in again, like this. Turn my hips so both of my hips are facing that way, and reaching down. I know this side is less flexible for me than the other side, but I'm working on it. Good. And again, you can see me do this all the time, but I really like to stretch. Sitting down, heels down, don't let your heels come up. Get down low. Lower. So my butt gets close to my heels. Move my legs out a little more. And again, I'm pushing my legs out that way. And I feel like my pelvis comes towards you and the chest comes up as I get looser. Good, now fingers down, all 10, pushing down, square your feet up. And from here, I'm gonna push down with my fingers and I'm gonna push up with my tailbone. So from here, pushing up and straightening my legs. So I'm using the strength of the muscles to stretch my hamstrings. I'm asking them to do two things at once. I'm asking them to contract and to lengthen. And then drop a little bit. Up again. And drop. Okay. Next thing, upward origi. We're doing this all the time. This is a really good stretch. I really believe in dynamic stretching, also isometric stretching. But I believe in doing this because it's a more active thing. You guys who know Mr. Dexter, he always joked about the fact that he had really bad static flexibility, but he had good dynamic flexibility. If I can only front kick, or if I can only get this low, but I can swing my leg up that high, the second one matters more. I don't know anybody who, if somebody comes and jumps out at you and says they're gonna kick your tail, if you say, yeah, but I can touch my toes, right? But if you can, boom, like that, that's dynamic flexibility. So right leg back, we're gonna do it 10 times on this side again with a replacement step. I know we're doing some of these things over and over again. It's because they're good, they're gonna improve our flexibility, right? Not just get us warmed up for today, but make us more flexible tomorrow. This leg 10 times, leg straight, ready, hana, tool, say, nay, tassel, yassel,
Chase, get up.
ilgo, yudel, hop, kia, kia. Good, same thing other side, ready, hana, tool, say, nay, tassel, yassel, ilgo, yudel, hop, aya, aya. Good, Varo, stay right there. I'm gonna turn the heat down, it's getting warm in here. Unlike the Masters Club I taught in Wayne yesterday, which is like teaching in a meat locker. Good. Okay, everybody face here. Turn your attention. When you bow, say 감사합니다. 당수. Good. Okay, step out again. 준비. For those who were in Masters Club yesterday, I'm going to do the same 2 kicks we started with because I think it's going to help everybody warm up. The other thing I want you guys to know is I'm being a little bit cautious about some of the kicks we do because I'm not sure what kind of flooring people are on. I know Mr. Donahue, for example, is wearing shoes because they help his feet. He's got some foot issues he's working through. But I don't want people necessarily falling down, hurting themselves, crashing into furniture, taking out lamps and things like that. So everybody right leg back. Yeah. We're gonna do outside in crescent kick. A couple things about this kick. One, it's really about the bending of your leg rather than the straightening of your leg that generates the power you need. So the idea is if you're doing this from the side, actually what we'll do here, we'll do it like this. We'll hold our hand out. So I'll show you from the side like this. You're gonna hold your hand out and what you're gonna try and do, look at, like if I do a front kick, see how far out my front kick goes past my hand. I'm gonna hit this with a crescent kick with the bottom of my foot. So it's this and that, okay? So the idea is your hand is here and you're trying to slide the bottom of your foot, in this case your right foot, down your hand, yeah, like that. And I know drop here, yeah, like that. So we're gonna do it 10 times this side, 10 times this side. So again, a lot of you guys, think about this. Somebody's got a punch out. You're gonna use the bottom of your foot to slap it down like that, okay? So from here, 10 times, right leg, outside in crescent kick, ready, hana, tool, say, nay, tassel, yassel.
Good job, Morgan. Swing it high.
Going, ilgo, yudo, a hope, kia. Yeah, good, okay, other side.
Good, Ethan.
There's a tendency, by the way, to start here and do this. I'm not going to name the people who do that, but they know who they are. Don't do it. Watch it. Keep it out in front of you. Watch your hand and bring your foot. Strike a match. Other hand up. Ready. Hana. Tool. Say. Nay. Tassel.
Fire, Lindsay.
You go. You do. Hope. Kia. Yeah. Good. Switch feet. We're going to do inside out crescent kick next. The thing that
Master Barnes.
Yes, ma'am.
I think the Dunhams are going to kick their dog again.
Don't kick your dog unless you've had a really bad day at work. Okay. Those are the old, we'll tell you those jokes later. I see a lot of people treat inside out crescent kick like it was an axe kick. Like that. It's not. It comes up about here on my shoulders and goes flat across. It comes up with a little more knee bend, and then there's a whipping action here. So, and I'm just going to jump on and start on my right because I demonstrate better on my right. It's going to come up and it's going to open, and I'm going to open my hips. Almost like you kicked that way and you kicked until you could walk this way, like this. Like that, and it's not even sideways, it's even a little back, okay? So everybody, right leg back. Imagine you using the outside edge of your foot to hit your target. Your toes are up. So again, if you were doing a hook kick, right, it would be way out here. This is an in close kick, right? So I'm gonna show you. I just want people to know. Bob, right? So for roundhouse kick, I stand this far away and I reach for him. With a crescent kick, I can stand close and come up like that, okay? So, and for those of you who didn't see, Bob is really, really sick of this whole virus thing. Say no to Corona. Okay, so right leg back, inside out crescent kick. 10 times this leg, 10 times that leg. Bring it up and whip it across. Ready, hana! And again, hitting someone's side of someone's head. Tool, say, nay. See how far my leg gets back before it hits the ground. Tassel, and I turn my hips first and then open them up. Yasso, ilgo, yudel, hope, kia. Yeah. Jump
Good
swing.
job, Solomon.
Good. Okay, same thing other side. Okay, inside out. This leg. Ready. Hana. Tool. Say. Nay. Tassel. Yassel. Yugo. And again, watch. I turn like that. Yudo. And then open it up. A hop. And kia. Yeah.
Josh, keep your hands up.
Borrow. You guys all need to all the time be aware of what your hands are doing when you're kicking. Especially kicks you know. You're doing a front kick and you know how to do a front kick. So it's like that. If you're not, I can now pay really close attention to things like how I like my foot position, like how much snap and lock I put in, because I already know the kick so well. So if you tend to drop your hands, you spend a bunch of weeks just thinking, I don't care how about, I just want my kick high. Yeah. And I want to keep my hands up. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue our theme. We do walking techniques 1 through 4 on Tuesday. We're going to do 5 through 8 now. Okay. We're going to do them in place. So we're going to do 5. We did 6 on Tuesday. I'm going to ratchet it back to 5, right? Each side, but we're going to do the same side over and over again. Everybody is going to find at some point that they're better on one side than another with one or more of these techniques. So we're going to do the same one over and over again. If you find you're missing a chamber, you need to focus on it right now. You can fix it. So the number 5, you're going to start like this. And you're just
Master Barnes, can I just jump in really quickly?
yeah, Master Vendetti, go ahead.
So red belts, I want you paying special attention because you need to know numbers 5 and 6. We did 4 on Tuesday. Advanced red belts, you need to know 7 and 8. And just because you guys might not be at the rank where you need to know it yet, it's a good idea to start learning this stuff now, so you're ahead of your where you're supposed to be.
Of the curve, yeah. I mean, and that's a good point. Again, understand something. We're going to be doing techniques, and we talked about this on Tuesday, that may be above your belt rank at times. Pragya and Trisha, this is your first advanced class with us. I know this is going to be complicated and difficult. It's okay. It's okay. But work on the fundamentals. Work on your stances, right? So number 5 is just watch. I'm going to demonstrate it. So number 5, and I'm going to step towards you. Low knife hand defense fighting stance, right? And then I'm going to turn, reverse spear hand, and then I'm going to raise this hand up and I'm going to chop like that. You can always have your stances right. The other thing is for the senior belts, like Master Vendetti said, I know we teach these in 3s. So advanced browns need to know 1 through 3 to get their red belt. Advanced red, in order to get your advanced red belt, you need to know all the first 6, right? Advanced red needs to know 9, and then pretest 1 needs to know all 12. It doesn't matter whether you're there or not. One of the hardest things to do is get to advanced brown belt, and you never touched a staff. You've never done a walking technique. Doing it now is giving you a head start because you'll build familiarity. So Chumi, and again, I'm going to do this sideways. Number 5 is like this. 1, good fighting stance. Shift. 2, chop. Notice it's the same foot in front the whole time. I'm not stepping at all. So 1, 2, 3, like that. Black belts. It's going to be here. So I'm going to do it sideways. 1, holding this hip. 2, opening my shoulders, reaching out. 3. Remember, after I do 1, 2 from here, I'm going to reach out like I'm grabbing someone and bring this up. And it's like I'm pulling them in and hitting the top of their head. So we're going to start with this side, this hand in front. I'm going to do it the junior belt way. The black belts, the senior belts should know how to do this. So stepping out, I'm going to do the first couple slow. Stepping out, low knife. 1. Shift your front foot, push down. 2, spear hand, grab, chop. Yeah!
Other hand, Zach Feldman. So you end up with the same hand out as the foot that's out.
I'm going to do it again. Stepping out. 1, push down. 2, just like Knife said. Reach out with this hand, and this hand comes up, pull back. Yeah! This hand comes back. Too many of you guys just drop this hand. So that's 2. Here we go, number 3. 1, push down. 2, aim. Yeah! That's 3.
Hand, Zach.
Aim, Luke.
Feldman. There
So,
you go.
one quick thing, and Funny, Master Vendetti's talking to people who've already done this. For the black belts, when you do one, don't cock this back, right? So the idea is I block here one, this is already ready, and I'm gonna use my body rotation to deliver it, okay? So here we go. I think this is 3, stepping out. 1, shift, 2, grab, yeah! That's 3. Here, 1, 2, yeah, that's 4. Now I'm gonna make one other point too, watch this. Some people are gonna do this. This foot didn't turn. When I step out, I'm kicking my back heel in. Okay, so for the last one, right here, left side stepping. 1, 2, yeah, 3. That's 5 on that side. We're gonna do the next side, same thing. It's the same thing, but other side. Remember, I've got to kick this foot in. And just a point for you guys. I found that I don't like to kick the foot in first because it takes my rotation away. I feel as though from here, when I do this and I kick my heel in, so I go kick my heel in, I can move my hips into it, okay? That's for the senior belts, okay? Facing you. Stepping out, number 5, one more time. From here, 1, push down. 2, reach out and grab, yeah! 3.
Master Barnes, can you talk about where those strikes are directed really quickly?
Yes, absolutely. So I step out, and I was going to do this one from the side. 1, right here. Notice 2. This is solar plexus. I grab here, and I'm hitting up here. You see my head and this right here. So it's solar plexus, the spear hand. So if I step out here, 1, I'm blocking, protecting my midsection. 2, you should be able to tell because these fingers are lined up with my solar plexus. And then I reach out. You see how my hand's there, and my hand ends up here. Temple. So solar plexus for the spear hand and temple for the strike. Thank you, Mr. Vendetti. So from here, stepping out, this is number 2. Stepping out, 1, solar plexus, 2, and yeah! And for those of you who train in the adult class, those of you who are senior belts, number 1, you know that I think spear hand's the dumbest technique in history. But if you're going to use it, it's always here or here, never in here, never up here, right? Okay, so from here, stepping out, 1, 2, yeah, 3. That's number 3.
Put your hands on the last chop, Alex Hayes.
He's doing what?
We've just got some people that have their hands mixed up on the last move, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna do this one slowly. We got the last 2, I'll do them slower. Stepping out, 1, everybody knows how to do this. Push down spear, 2. Again, you see this? Reach out with this hand. Yeah! Imagine you're looking in the mirror. If you're looking in the mirror and you're brushing your teeth with this hand, and the mirror's brushing on that hand, you would go, what the heck is that? Do it the same way. You do it the same side I'm doing it. I'm actually inverting things on purpose for you. So if I step with this side, you step with that side too. If I use this hand, you use that hand. If you use this hand and I use that hand, that's like you brushing teeth in the mirror like this, and the mirror is doing it like that. Okay, last one, stepping out. 1, push down. 2, aim. Yeah, notice the foot that's in front, hand that's in front.
Miss Elvin, you can make yourself even longer for that chop.
I'm not sure exactly what that means. So, number 6. Number 6 is horrible for most people because they're doing this. I'm going to do it again towards you once and sideways once. So from here, it's going to be front stance, outside and block, aim, outside and block, back, reinforced block fighting stance. From the side, it looks like this. I step out. 1, that's 1. I reach and straighten and turn this hand over. 2, kick my heel in, fighting stance here. I'll stand a little bit closer here because I've got plenty of screen here. Aiming, stepping with your left foot, stepping out. 1, aim, turn this over. 2, reach back. Yeah, like that. And like I said on Tuesday, senior belts, if you know this and you're getting all your chambers and your stances, do it full speed. If you get ahead of me, that's fine. Do 8 reps instead of 5. So that's 1. Aiming, this foot steps, good front stance. 1, 2, yeah.
Nice job, Linda.
Good. That's 2. Stepping. 1, aim. 2, back. Yeah. 3. A little more rhythm. I'm going to do it with some more rhythm here. Aiming. Remember, pull as hard as you push. Ready? 1, aim, 2, back, yeah. This is number 4, step in. 1, aim, 2, back, yeah.
Come on, Braden, throw strong technique.
And last point, make sure you use the chance, because this is 3 techniques, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beats. It's 3 techniques, 5 beats, okay? That you use the chamber to help you prep for the next one. So when I do this, I step out. 1, aim, 2, 3, 4. I shifted my weight. Instead of doing this and having to do that, which to me feels really ridiculous. So number 5, stepping. 1, aim, 2, back, yeah. And borrow. Now remember, this is number 6, other side. I'll do the first one a little slower, and then we'll speed it up a little bit. Stepping. 1, aim, 2, reach back, yeah, 3. That's 3 moves and 5 beats.
Poor Miss Sullivan is being sabotaged by her dog.
Miss Sullivan is?
Yes, sir.
Murphy. As in Murphy's Law at this point, it sounds like. Okay. If you don't know what Murphy's Law is, it's anything that can go wrong, you probably will. This foot steps, ready. 1, aim, 2, back, yeah, 3.
Nice job, Jeffrey.
Aiming, this is number 3. 1, aim, 2, back, yeah. That's 3. Here's our tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. That's our tempo, 3 techniques. If you skip one of those 5 steps, you did it wrong. R-O-N-G. I know, I can spell it, I'm just kidding. 2 more, ready? 1, aim, 2, back, yeah, 3.
Jonas, you want to block something.
Was that what?
Jonas,
Oh, you mean that?
speed. It's a little slower.
Throw the technique like you mean it. I can do these. I'm going to do this one. It's going to take about 10 or 12 seconds. But every technique's going to be hard. I'm just going to take longer in between. So from your last one. 1, 2, yeah. You can throw hard technique and not mash it all together, okay? So that was number 6. We're going to do 7 now. 7 has a compound movement in it. What that means is it's 2 moves. It is 2 moves mashed together. It's called defense punch. It starts, just watch like this. Watch my feet. 1, block, 2, punch. 3, high knife, under, yeah. So the first count, instead of it being, it's more like 1, 2, like that. But I'm going to do it a little slower, okay? Number 7, defense punch, high knife and defense, high block. Good, okay, so crossing from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6, because it's got a compound movement in it. It's got 6 beats instead of 5. But also, I want you to understand the first 2 beats are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from here, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6. Dynamic. See the belt swinging. That's dynamic. So number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6. And again, I'm going a little slower with the black belt. I'm going to do number 4 like the black belts do. Everybody do your best to keep up. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Yeah.
Come on, Yash.
I want the black belts doing it that way every single time. Last one. I'm going to go back to a more controlled version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I lost my count there. So anyway, because I see them all together, I do the beats in my head. Other side for number 7. Again, a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6. And you notice again, wrist outside my head, arm taking it.
Good job, Kashfi.
Crossing like this, stepping out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6. Good. Number 3, crossing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6.
Sander, Make sure you have a tighter chamber for the high block.
Oh, you mean
Make sure your arms are together.
that's what he's doing. And by the way, make sure Mr. Margolin's doing this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Stop. You got 2 more. Crossing like this. Stepping out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 6. The one thing I would say to that is, if Ms. Lynn's talking about this, she's absolutely right. We've been working with the reverse techniques on these bigger circles. I tend to go from here, those big circles, okay? But my elbow's always brushing. I'm never like that. Last one. Crossing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 like that. Okay, number 8. We're gonna do number 8 from a fighting stance. When you do number 8, when you turn, so we just finished here. When you, if I had just turned, so if I finish number 8 here, Niro Tora, I turn and I do the whole thing and I end up here. We go into number 8 and we're coming from a front stance into a back kick, and it's a real pain in the patoot. So this one ends with a fighting stance. We're gonna start in a fighting stance. So it's spinning back kick, high block, reverse punch, low knife. So we're gonna start from here. You need to back up a little bit because you've got room. So you're gonna turn from here, you're gonna do a spinning back kick, reach chamber, step out, high block front stance, reverse punch front stance, low knife fighting stance, okay? So we're gonna start, everybody start, right leg back in low knife. So from here, spinning back kick, high block, reverse punch, low knife. And again, black belt, snap vertical after you reach chamber the back kick and step out. Don't fall into it. So I'll do it with a junior belt. So from here again, turn, spinning back kick, reach chamber, high block, aim, reverse punch, midsection, low knife. Yeah! That's 1. Again, right leg back from low knife. I tend to bring my hands up as I turn. I don't leave them here. If I don't know what to do with them, I'm gonna bring them up here so they're where I need them to be. So from here, number 8, second time. Ready? Back kick. High block front stance. Reverse punch front stance. Yeah!
Come on, you can kick higher than that.
And remember, I do my back kick, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are all the pieces I need. So we're gonna right leg back. Now, 3rd rep. So from here, spinning. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Don't mash them together.
You got it, Miss Morris. Just make sure you hit that front stance. You rechamber your back kick, then land in that front stance.
Key is to make sure after you do your back kick that you pull your leg in by standing up. Standing up so you can step. Pull your leg back after the back kick, then you can step back out, okay? 4th rep from here. Turning. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Good, and last one from here.
Master Barnes,
But
there are a lot of spinning back kicks that are looking like front kicks.
front kicks, oh, they're over-rotated.
Yes, sir.
When I do this, this is as far as my chest goes. If what Ms. Lynn's talking about is, if you turn too far and do it like this, your toes start rotating up. If you could choose, if this represents my toes, I never want them up. This is the worst case scenario, and ideally in a back kick, your toes point down a little bit, like that. Don't over-rotate. So from here, all you do is you turn your front heel until it's pointing at me, and you keep your shoulders pointing down behind you. You're looking over your shoulder like that, okay? So we're gonna do last one on this side, then we'll do the other side. So turning, back kick, high block, reverse punch, yeah, low knife.
Jonas, hit those stances, okay?
Good, okay, so now we're gonna start left leg back for you, right leg for me. And again, do the spinning back kick. This is really good for me because I'm doing it slowly. Rechambering a kick and maintaining your balance is difficult. Okay, so we're starting from here. Spinning back kick this way, turn. Spinning back kick. Whoops. High block, reverse punch, low knife. Yeah. And bar up.
I know you can kick higher than that.
Who that?
Casey.
Casey Dunham?
He can kick higher than she was.
Casey should be taking out roof tiles and that. The ceiling in their place is not as tall as the ceiling here. Okay, so that was one. We're gonna do the second rep on number 8. Turning, back kick, high block, reverse punch, low knife. Yeah.
Luke,
Good, 2.
Luke, for your spinning back kick, make sure you have one spot you're kicking. Straight back.
For the senior belts, and particularly the black belts, one thing that you may notice, particularly when we get towards the end of the walking techniques, is a group tends to drift, right? Like from here, I'm going to end up a width over this way, because after I do my back kick, I need to get width like that. So I'm actually going to travel, right? And that'll happen. So just understand, if you're doing this from here and you start on this side, I should end up a little bit over here. Okay, so we're starting from here. This is third rep, number 8. Spinning back, I'm sorry, switch my feet. Start on this side. Good. So from here, spinning back kick, high block, reverse punch, low knife. Yeah, like that. Okay, it was a lousy back kick. I pulled it. Good. So from here, 4th rep, turning, back kick, high block, reverse punch, low knife. Yeah. And borrow. Good. Last one. Starting here. Again, from here, spinning back kick. That was better. High block.
Spin.
Yeah. And borrow. Good. Show. Face here. Niba. Say kamsamnida. Tungsu. One thing, and again, the senior belts know this. Every technique begins with chamber and ends with lock. The key is, so chamber is the preparatory move, and lock is the complete finish for just a moment. Right? Front kick. Chamber. Right? From the side. Chamber. And then lock. Completely straight for a moment. The key is, how fast can you get from chamber to lock? That's power. So I can chamber and lock. That was chamber and lock. That's the key. That's power. Okay. 2 exercises to end. We did, we're going to do a core exercise. And again, we're going to be on plank, and it's going to be elbow across, elbow out, and foot back. We're going to do 5 aside, right? So I'm going to show you from the side. From here, I'm going to bring this elbow across, or I'm sorry, that knee across to this elbow, and then back, and that's 1. 5 aside, we're not going to drop in between sides, okay? So I'm not going to go super fast either. It's not tapping back. We're going to hold it for just a split second, okay? 5 aside. And then we're only going to do 2 aside of the last exercise, but I think it'll be challenging. So everybody in pencil position. Good. Okay, across. Same side. And back. That's 1. Same side again. Across. Same side. And back. That's 2. Crunch your abs. Across. Same side. And back. That's 3. Should be hard to breathe with the across because you're crunching your abs. Across. Same side. And back. That's 4. Good. Across. Same side. And back. That's 5. Other side. Across. Same side. And back. 1. Across. Same side. And back. 2. It's hard to talk through it too. Across. Same side. And back.
There are so many booties in the air.
3. Not like this. Good. Across. Same side. And back. 4. Try to make sure your knee doesn't hit the ground at all. Doesn't scrape when you're coming across. Across. Same side. And back. That's 5. Okay. Hold on a second. The last one. And this one is tough. We're going to do one-legged burpees. So you're going to stand on one leg. You're going to go down, jump back, land only on that leg, do a push-up, jump back on that leg only, and stand up. That's your goal. If you have trouble, put your the 3 points where you can put your foot down if you're having trouble. Now, the younger students, feel free to do just a regular burpee, right? Hands down, jump back, push up, or no push up and stand up. There are no jumps in this. When you go down, if I start on one leg, going down, again, shouldn't be a big deal. Jumping back, if I have to put my feet down, 2 feet down, I do, and then I pick it up, do a burpee, jump back in, and if you have to put your foot down briefly, stand up. Okay, we're gonna do 2 aside. 2 aside. Generally my goal, and by the way, anybody like Kieran, anybody who has access to one and wants to make it hard, hold on. Do it with this in your hands, right? So you go down, you jump back, you do a push up, you jump up, and you do it like that, right? So that's too squishy. I like hard medicine balls. Okay, so one leg first. I'm gonna face you guys for this. It's gonna take a little time. And if you, by the way, tough guys, do at least 5 when you're doing it with a med ball. Okay, so from here, pick one foot up. Ready? Down, back, push up, jump in, and stand. 1, down, back, push up, in, and stand. 2, should we do 3? We'll do 3. Down,
Jonas, I don't see him hopping.
push up, in.
Sander was up for your challenge, Master Barnes.
You got a med ball?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, Sandman. Way to go. Okay, we got 3. And it stinks, man. You think you're clear. You get that med ball down, you jump back. You're like, I'm stable. And then you go, oh my God. I got to do a closed grip push-up with core strength. Okay, other side. Sorry, you got to do 3. Pick the leg up. Oop, find your balance. Ready, down, back, push up, in, stand. Whoa. 1, down, back, push up, in, stand. 2, down, back, push up, in, don't put the foot down. 3, good, okay. All right, turn off its uniform.
Master Barnes, I'm not surprised, but none of the family members wanted to do your one-legged burpees today.
2-legged's fine for the family members that join us who don't do this regularly. 2-legged's fine for anybody. Everything we do here is modified. And like I said, doing 2-legged burpees, totally fine. Taking out the push-up, totally fine. The most basic burpee is just down, back, in, and stand. You don't get to the 1-legged close grip medicine ball burpee day 1, ever. Okay, so everybody face your feet together. Right? Say kamsamnida. Tungsu. Now, I forgot to do this in the last class. Master Vendetti and Ms. Linton have been on to help us out. Pretend they're standing right here, face them. Chiriya. Say kamsamnida. Tungsu. Good, so hold on, I'm coming in. I'm gonna unmute you despite my better judgment. So, hold on. This. You aren't working hard enough. Okay, let me see. Gallery view. I'm going to unmute all. Okay, first of all, I would like to again congratulate students who got belt promotions. And again, that is Chase Alfano, Morgan Josie, Colvin, and Solomon Kerner. Congratulations, you guys. These are people who earned their belt prior to, and I mean like 2 days, 3 days prior to we had to shut down. We are working on, I printed out a list of all the people who would be eligible for the next test. We did a testing list. We are going to be monitoring you guys as we go forward, and I'm going to share this with all the instructors. The idea is that I can't think of a way that would be anything. We're still working on it. There's a possibility that we could run a test through Zoom like this, and you guys would all be in your own places. It may very well be. We're going to watch you guys. Assume that you're testing every time you take a class. And I'm talking about effort, right? and rank appropriate technique. In other words, if we get black belts or advanced red belts or red belts with lazy stances, Murphy loves mom. If we get black belts, red belts, advanced red belts whose fundamentals are looking lazy, we're keeping that as a negative score. If you guys are working hard on technique that's above your belt rank, you're going to get credit for that. Because like I said, there is no failing in this. If you don't do something well, if I'm doing walking techniques and you're an advanced green belt or a green belt, you get extra credit just for trying, right? So the other thing is with the fitness thing, anybody who joins, understand something. There are so many levels to this. We can always modify it down. If you're just moving, if you're just trying to do what we're doing in some form, you're going to get stronger. Like I told people last week, the only way to, if you do push-ups on your knees, if you never, ever, ever make yourself do them on your feet, you'll never, ever, ever get to do it. The only way to learn to do push-ups from your feet is to start doing them. And you do as many as you can, and then you drop to your knees, right? The only way, I started a workout program years ago with pull-ups in it, and I could do like 6, 7, 8 pull-ups. After a couple of years, I could do 25 pull-ups. If I was kicking my legs, I could do 30 pull-ups.
What are you doing?
Only because I started with one. So don't, if you struggle with something, don't run away from it, run at it, especially when it comes to your body, okay? So thank you guys. I wanted to tell you one more thing. I talked with Master Semaine on Tuesday, advanced class. We had 43 participants. That's just Wilmington. I was speaking with Master Semaine yesterday. We were at the Wayne School, and he had done a class. He does it for every school except Wilmington in the system. The largest class he ever had is 36. That says a whole lot about you guys. A whole lot.
Yes, sir.
20 odd other schools couldn't draw more than 36 people. We draw 43. We continue to blow it out of the water. We continue to be the best technical school, the best supported school, everything about Wilmington, and that's because of you guys. So I wanted to thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good
So
job, guys.
you guys, awesome job. Remember, show up on Saturday. We're going to keep jamming away. And Tung Soo, have a great one.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Joe.